fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps with BehindTheGloves.com, and I am here with Amir Khan, who is in San Francisco right now training. So I wanted to kind of touch on a few topics that are going around on the websites.
Yeah.
What's going on with the Floyd Mayweather fight?
Well, first of all, it's a fight that I'd love to have because, Floyd is probably the best fighter out there, and you always want to see how you do against the best fighter out there. There's always been talk about the Floyd Mayweather fight happening a long time ago, and then now it's come realistic that it's very close for it to happen. But I've just left it to my team, Golden Boy Promotions, and my team, Calm Promotions. They're doing all the negotiations and stuff. But it is very close. But like I said, it's up to Floyd what he thinks is right for him, and he did like a poll thing on his website. Who should I fight? Between me and Maidana, so there's the two of us he's thinking about fighting. So like I said, I've not really took much notice of it. I've just kind of worked on a few things and been in camp and worked hard and kind of put it behind me, because it can frustrate you. If you're hoping for a big fight and then it doesn't happen, it does upset you.
But what are your thoughts on when Maidana was brought in as a potential option? Because you had already publicly stated that you had signed up your side of the contract.
Yeah, I did say that, yeah, which I think kind of peed off Mayweather and his team. Since Maidana's been in the scene, I think, after that good win against Broner, so people are going to be like, wait a minute, he beat a style which is similar to Mayweather. But, Broner and Mayweather are very different fighters. People might think they might have a similar style, yes, but as fighters, they are totally different. And plus, I think Broner is a smaller guy who Maidana beat, and also Mayweather is a big guy, and he's been in that 147 division for a long time. But look, like I said, it's up to Floyd Mayweather, whoever he wants to fight. But if it is me, then I'm going to be ready for it, and I'm not gonna back away from it.
What has it done to your mental process while being in training? For you to not know, constantly be hearing different things reported, I feel like almost daily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every day there's something new that comes out. Something gets posted out about the fight. So really, I've just kind of chilled out, and I've gone to training, and I've just started working harder. Really, it's just motivated me in a way, because I know what Floyd likes to play his mind games, try to get fighters kind of on the edge and stuff, but it's not going to happen to me. I've just been working on what I need to work on, improve myself as a fighter, and if the fight happens, I'm going to be ready no matter what. If it's not Floyd, whoever's going to be in front of me in that corner is going to get in trouble, because I've been working a long time, and I've been improving my style and becoming a better fighter. But it is frustrating, knowing that you're very close to a Floyd Mayweather fight, and then when it doesn't happen, it will upset you. But that's why I've not really let it get to me that much. I've still kind of kept it like, it can happen, I can't happen, it's 50-50.
So what if it doesn't happen?
How are
you going to feel if it doesn't happen, considering like it seems like for a while now you've been the front runner, and it seems like, in my opinion, I thought that Marcos Maidana might have been a smokescreen for what was going on.
If it doesn't happen, then I think I'm just going to pick, go for like plan B, really. Who is plan B? There'll be a few names that I'm sure Golden Boy, I'm not really asked Golden Boy just yet, but I think this week I am going to call them and say, look, I need a plan B on my career. If so, God forbid, Floyd fight doesn't happen, then I need to go somewhere else.
So say it doesn't happen, and I'm just going off of what reports are currently. Say it doesn't happen and everyone's saying that you would fight on his undercard. Would you fight on the undercard?
I have a contract with Showtime, and I have my own TV dates with them. So, I'll probably want my own TV date, be the top of the bill on my own date instead. But financially, if it makes more sense to me fighting on the Floyd Mayweather fight card, then, it just see what my team say about it. But to be honest with you, I think I want to be my own star on the night. I want to be the main fight, and I'd rather take my own date instead.
There's a lot of people that feel as if Floyd does not fight you and does decide to go with Marcos Maidana, that he is avoiding fighters with speed. What do you think about that?
Yeah, you can say that, yeah, because if you look at the past few opponents, no disrespect to them, they've all been, flat-footed fighters who have come forward, slow hands, very powerful, but they've just not got to Floyd Mayweather. Whereas I think what gives Floyd problems is speed, movement, speed, explosiveness. I think that is the only way of beating someone like Floyd Mayweather. Now, if you look at Canelo, I think Canelo just didn't have that speed and that explosiveness. If you look at Guerrero, I mean, he didn't. I mean, Victor Ortiz had a little bit of speed, but was getting to Floyd Mayweather at times in the fight till he, you know, headbutted him and was knocked out after that. But I think what gives Floyd problems is speed, definitely. And Floyd probably is getting older now, is getting a little bit slower, and probably thinks, you know, I think I'll avoid speed and explosiveness and go for slow fighters.
Do you feel that you're now in Manny Pacquiao's shoes, where he once was a few years ago, where people were constantly saying he's avoiding, you know, fast fighters and...
Well, you know, I think I am now. I think I'm in that position now where people are thinking, why is Floyd not fighting Amir? And they said the same when, why...
Because you and Manny have very similar styles.
We have similar footwork, similar hand speed, and also
which would be a great fight, by the way.
It'd be a great fight, yeah. I mean, Manny Pacquiao is a good friend of mine. But yeah, we did a lot of sparring together, so we've had like over 100 rounds of sparring with each other. And I still have the tapes at home, and they were really competitive spars. But yeah, you know, Floyd avoided Manny Pacquiao. I think that would have been a great fight. A couple of years back, he killed that fight by not having it, and fans are still upset that fight's never happened.
Oh, they're pissed it didn't happen.
Big time. I mean, even I wanted to see that fight because I know both the guys, and I think the only guy at that time was Manny Pacquiao who would give Floyd problems. But now, you know, as time goes on, I think I'm up there now with the speed, power, explosiveness and everything, and I think Floyd is trying to avoid that style in a way.
So say we take Floyd out of the equation altogether, and in 2015 Manny Pacquiao's contract, he's now independent. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
well, you never know. Look,
we possibly,
you know, I always said
the two guys you know
who were friends and could always look as a business.
Freddie said, in fact, we asked Freddie not too long ago, and Freddie said that he could see that fight happen.
Yeah, I mean, I could as well. You know, it's a business. Boxing's a business end of the day, and people want to see these exciting fights and how styles would do against, you know, two explosive styles and speed, and because we sparred with each other and we were good friends and we've had the same trainer, we know of each other so much. So yeah,
which would
definitely
make it so interesting because
it's a great storyline because I've been with Freddie before and whatever, and then Manny and me going to the Philippines and training together and sparring together for so many times. So yeah, I think that's like a story on its own, isn't it? And then when the fight happens, people would be on the edge of seats what will happen, because I think with all fighters, speed is a problem. I mean, you know, even probably I'll have a problem with speed, you know, but I've never fought anyone as quick as me. But yeah, you know, and I know sparring with Manny Pacquiao and sparring with other fast guys, it's always been speed that's been a big problem for them. So yeah, definitely against someone like Floyd Mayweather, who's the quickest normally in the ring. No one can ever beat his speed. If I go in there with him, you know, I know my speed's going to be quicker than his, and it's going to definitely cause him problems. So yeah, time will tell, you know. I'm ready for the fight. I think millions of people around the world, the whole of UK wants to see the fight. I feel sorry for the people who, you know, who really want to see the fight and already have bought tickets for May, you know, well, flight tickets to go to Vegas and watch the fight there.
Will you feel, I guess my word, I mean, would you feel really frustrated, upset if, you know, you said that you had a contract drawn up on your end with Golden Boy, and he, from what I understand, there was a verbal agreement of some sort that it was most likely going to happen, and for it to not potentially happen, and let's say he does end up going with Maidana, I mean, how does that leave? Doesn't that leave a bad taste in your mouth? Oh,
definitely. You know, it's going to leave a bad taste in your mouth, especially like, you know, after all the talks and stuff with your team and his team and stuff. And, you know, there was a lot of talks going on for the fight and still are. But look, like I said, it is upsetting if the fight doesn't happen, because I've kind of told so many fans, and also they've got the hint of it, and also the media in the UK have got behind it.
I get tweeted about it constantly. I mean, I can actually say something that has nothing to do with you or Mayweather, and they'll think, "Are you referring to like?"
So
like everybody really there was a lot of people that really wanted to see this fight, and in fact, the poll that he had you go and send your fans to vote at that link. You know, there's this argument that there was, you know, ESPN had its own poll, and you know, the votes were lopsided according to what Mayweather Promotions was. But then again, it's like, kind of like, well, you sent your fans to Mayweather Promotions to vote there, because it wasn't like...
Exactly. I didn't know nothing about the poll till I got a text message from friends and saying, look, you should start tweeting that. Look, there's a poll on Mayweather's website. He has said that's the official poll. Now, all of the polls, I didn't bother tweeting about it, because You know, it means nothing.
It wasn't the official poll.
Exactly, it wasn't official. The official poll was the Mayweather poll, so that's the reason. You know, I just promoted that once, and then we beat Maidana on that. But look, the fans want to see the fight, and everywhere I go in the UK, even in America, wherever I go, people want to see this fight against Floyd Mayweather, and so many people think it's done, but nothing's been done. You know, Floyd is, you know, not said a word yet. I mean, you want to know if it is going to happen or if it's not going to happen, because I think it's the public, it's the fans who we are kind of, you know, letting down. They really want to know, so they can start, you know, making arrangements about coming to the fight, or maybe then they can start talking about the fight and building the hype up. At the moment, it's who's Floyd Mayweather fighting. It's Floyd Mayweather going to fight in May.
Right, there's a lot of pins and needles. Everyone's just kind of waiting for it. But thank you for clarifying and, you know, talking to us about this. And I wish you nothing but the best, and we'll see what happens in the next week, I guess. Yeah,
hopefully, you know, I've just left it to Golden Boy, my team in the UK, and hopefully they're gonna, you know, negotiate and talk to, you know, Golden Boy. And if it goes down to where I need a plan B, you know, because we don't know what's gonna happen, then I'm gonna have to go plan B and then see what the short list of opponents will be in the future.
Can I ask you this, just one, can you give me at least a name that you would possibly want to fight if it wasn't Floyd? I mean, anybody, any rematch in particular?
Yeah, I mean, the fight that I'd love to have again is a Garcia fight, you know, because I know what mistakes I made in that fight, and you know, it was a fight that people, you know, I was winning and people thought it was an easy fight for me walking through this guy, and then I got caught with a big shot, and maybe it was just me not being focused or thinking this was easy, you know. So yeah, I blame myself in that fight. So I really want to just kind of fix things up that way. Let's see. Like I said, I've given a few names that I'd like to fight to my team, and we're just going to talk to Golden Boy and other promoters out there.
Well, thank you for giving me names, because a lot of people like to avoid that question.
I mean, I'm straight to the point. You know, I'm straight to the point. I'm just that way. I'm not going to hide anything.
Yeah. Well, look, I wish you nothing but the best. We still haven't found out who Mayweather's going to fight next on May the 3rd. But thank you for taking your time out of your day, and we'll talk to you later, fight fans. Bye.